I won't sing until someone else talks. Someone must chat, and then the fun shall begin. Yeah, Charlie! There's a 10-second delay between me and you, so everything kind of stalls, and then suddenly everybody appears. I see my... So I'm going to dive in because probably people are already out there. So, hey, you guys, welcome. It's great to have you all here. Let me see who's here so I can see Aaron. I see Happy Sunday for sure. And hey, Tom and Seema, of course, and I assume George and Beth. God bless you all for coming. I'm not sure who else is above the fold because I never have figured out how to make this thing scroll up. But, oh, there we go. If I'm not careful, I press something and it will like put someone's quote on the page and then I can't take it off. So Charlie Baird gets the award for first to show up and log in. That's a special award. There will be a trophy. It's going to kind of look like a naked gold person on like a disc because nobody wants them anymore because nobody goes to movies anymore. But that's another story in itself. Soon it will be the season for sailing, and that would be the name of this tune. One thing that a lot of folks don't realize is that all of they call them, excuse me a moment. I'll explain in a second. My headphones just unplugged. I would not be able to hear the music if it were not for the headphones. A lot of folks don't realize that the band playing in the background is me. I've pre-recorded all of these tracks, and I actually try. Most people who use backing tracks try to make them sound like the original band. And my goal is to do the opposite, to make it not sound like the original band, so that it sounds like a very different version. And if you heard that song, Sailing, by Christopher Cross, you would say, wow, that's definitely different. His has got synthesizers and all sorts of beautiful stuff. It was so different that I was playing outside the Cambridge Public Library, where there's this great park, on the weekend, on Sunday, I think. No, today is Sunday, yesterday. And a guy at a bench in back of me, about 50 or 60 feet behind me, I got done playing that, and he turned around and said, "Hey, that was a great version of George Benson's Breezin'." Thank you. So, hey, it certainly sounded different from Sailing, and Breeze has got something to do with Sailing. But anyway, I wasn't going to tell him no. I was so happy that anybody didn't kick me out. Whenever I play there, I'm waiting for the police to show up, and say, "You can't be here." But they have, and they just walk by, and they just don't look. They look the other way, like we didn't know the guy was there. We didn't see him, So I've gotten lucky so far. Here's another one. It's an example of what I was describing. So it's time for the good thing of the week moment. Somebody's got to think of something good that happened to them this week. I can think of one person, but you guys got to put it in writing because I can't type in there. I wouldn't know how. So one good thing that happened doesn't have to be big. It can be small. It just has to be good. And while you're typing or thinking or pondering or doing whatever you're doing out there, you'll notice that a regular person is not here, who usually is, which is Ed Train. Oh, hey, Chris. Chris Owen, welcome. It's great to have you. I know Chris through Jam TV, which is the show I often mention on Thursday nights. And the guy who runs Jam TV, Ed Train, who's usually here, is not here because he got the backstory is he had this really beautiful, beautiful, cute kitten, and this guy is crazy about his cats. I mean, there's more pictures of his cats on the internet than there are of anything on the internet. And this was his favorite. And this kitten hops down from his lap, walks across the floor, and drops dead. And that was like a month ago. And, Ed lives alone. It's when you live alone, your pets matter to you. Ed got a new kitten today. So that's why he's not here. So that's Ed's good story, his good thing today. Oh, that's great. All right, Walden Pond. What a great idea. Concord, Walden Pond is a wonderful place. My son and his girlfriend went out there. I could say a million things about Walden Pond. And Beth spent some time with a good best friend. How about that? Can't beat that. So this song has, unfortunately, absolutely nothing to do with that. But that's okay, because the purpose of this show is to feel good, not to make everything fit and rhyme and every note be correct. So that tune was actually, it was by Tom Petty. It was called Free Falling. It was one of his most successful tunes. And he actually wrote it about his girlfriend who he left behind when he and the remnants of his band left Gainesville, Florida, to move to the West Coast. And he wrote it like 30 years later. And you can kind of hear the guilt in the verses. And free falling is such a great phrase because who the heck knows what that means? You know, that could mean anything. You know, and I think that's what I like the most about the song. This one is the way this song usually goes is gotta figure out the right key. Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can kill me up to the breaks of now, but I won't back down. Hey, baby. Right. Does that sound familiar? I don't know whether you guys are not or not. Well, this is a slightly different version of it, which I wrote for the first responders back when COVID started. And none of them know it, but it's out there for them. Maybe they'll find it someday. I mean, how many people have like a mic stand lean on their shoulder during a song? It's like, was this thing like sad or like, what's the deal here? I didn't want to push it out of the way because it's being held up by bricks, frankly. And if I push it, it may just fall over with a big bang. Not be a great way to end the show. So I'm going to wrap up with a tune that you've heard me play before. It's my favorite tune, and without any introduction. But thank you, all of you, for coming. I'm really grateful. I'm always grateful to have you around, and grateful that you value my music and my humor, the goofy things I do on the web. You encourage me to be myself. And someone couldn't ask more from a community of friends than that. So have a great week. I will see you next Sunday at Will's Place. Get away from me. Get away. Excuse me. Good night, everybody.